Hi, and welcome to MC4 TV. I'm Judith, the Youth Enterprise Champion, and I'm with Sammy Gibson of Creations Galore. Thanks for joining us, Sammy. I'm really looking forward to hearing about your story, but how have you been keeping during the pandemic?
Yeah, it's not been too bad, to be honest. As every other small business, we just try to keep advertising, make sure the contact stays minimal, like between customers. So it's just changing the way we do things, so like bank transfer or PayPal, which a lot of people don't like, especially if they've never been to like a small business. And because I've changed my name, not a lot of people know that at the minute. So it's just getting those people to know that I've changed my name, and more for like website, really, because that's what I've done. I've created a website, and it allows like people worldwide to be able to buy my creations.
Brilliant. That sounds all exciting and stuff. I'm glad you've been able to adapt with the change, as we've all been facing this difficult time. So tell us about your business. What's your business idea, or what's your business right now?
So I started it'll be nearly 5 years now, because I started when my daughter was just born, and it was just making like little girls' hair bows, and then I just started like making frames just like for my own personal use, and put them on Facebook, and people was like, oh, could you do like me one? So it started like that, and then it was just more like personalised items, especially like for my daughter. And then during the lockdown, it was I just had to think of different ways of how I could expand. So it was the wax melts, the epoxy resin, and now I've been able to get my grants. I managed to get a sublimation printer, and I've been doing sublimation prints, which has been quite well, really. I've had a lot of orders from them, and I've only been doing it a week.
That sounds all brilliant. I'll get on to asking you a little bit more about the youth bank later on and that. But so you've mentioned, you're a mom, and you're also an entrepreneur, so how do you manage to juggle running your business and also being a busy mom?
I don't like to sit down on a night. So like how I used to do it before is I just used to sit on my living room floor watching TV programs and making bows. And now I do it in one of these spare bedrooms that I've got, just on a night when the children have gone to bed. Or if I get like a few hours like spare, like when my son's napping, I'll be able to just like quickly just use my phone or the computer to do designs for products or sort orders out.
That's good. It sounds like you're you're good at managing your time and well organized, a very organized person. My personal favorite item from your collection is the light up wares made out of resin. What's your favorite product to make?
Oh God, I love doing them all. It's definitely the resins, especially when I can personalize them. So I got asked to make put a little girl's, like a baby wristband from when they was born. A lady's come to me and asked me if I could do that, which is quite good because it's all different things. It's not what anyone else is going to have, because it's her own. It's from like her daughter's baby wristband. But I love doing at the minute, my favourite is the sublimation slates. I did one for my mother-in-law because she lost her dog, and I put a picture of Rocky on there, and she just loved it.
It all sounds great, and I like how it's like personalized, which is like there's only one of that item in the world, you know,
they're
which
all
is
different.
Very personal stuff. That's fantastic. You are in a very competitive market, you know. How do you try to stand out?
Make it my own. Like most of the things that I've created have been from other people saying, can you do this? Can you do that? I'm like, I can try my best, that's all I can do. And 9 times out of 10, they've never been unhappy with a product. They might have asked to change colour-wise or maybe a font, but 9 times out of 10 they've been happy with it, which that's the main thing.
Yeah, so it's like customers bring you the work. It's like, try this. Brilliant. It makes your job a little bit less a little bit easier, and interesting as well, because a lot of the ideas will come from like personal ideas that you might not have come up with, but you get a chance to make it, which is fantastic. It's really good stuff. What are some of the challenges have you faced of being self-employed? Because you've been doing this a long time. You mentioned earlier 5 years.
Yeah. It's more so like the advertising. It's hard to get good advertising, and knowing like where's the best to do it. So at the minute, I've got my own website, and I just do like through like Facebook, I just pay, you know, like for the ads to be able to, for everyone to see really. And hopefully when the rules fully lift from COVID, I'll be able to go and do market stalls.
That would be good. It'll be great to get back to that, interacting with people and but it's great that you've kept your online presence, you know, alive and interacted with people that way. You know, you've been able to shift very well. That is great stuff. How did MC4C support you?
Massively. I didn't have a website. It helped with confidence. I wouldn't have done nothing like this, and I wouldn't have even, before MC4C, I wouldn't have even let you record me for that matter. So it's just gaining confidence, a website, and even down to with the like HMRC, I didn't have a clue of like how to be so like make it, you know, like a proper business. I was just doing bits here and there, but it's nice to be able to be officially out there now.
Brilliant. I'm glad you were able to get that help and gain confidence, because you can see that, I can see that, you know, through speaking to you, you've become a very confident person, which is great to see. What about the John Cracknell Youth Enterprise Bank? What support did you get from them, and how did it help you?
I got a grant from them, and that helped me to put towards for a sublimation printer, because I wouldn't have been able to do it on my own. It's not because like just doing it here and there, it only gave in a bit of, it didn't bring much profit, so I had to make sure that I put money aside for for materials, but by being more professional with a website and getting more advertisements, it's helped me to raise that extra funds, and just put the rest to the sublimation printer. Brilliant. And Graham was able to get in touch with a guy called Mike, whose daughter does sublimating, because I was unsure of which printer to go for, because there's that many. And he was able to do a video chat with me, and it just helped me with a few of the like ideas and things. Just making sure that I fully understand how to do sublimation, because it's a lot of work to go into it, but it's a good skill to know.
Brilliant. And as you mentioned earlier, it's become one of your favorite things to make, you know, using the printer. So it's been really useful to like increase your business, and also being able to make new stuff and very interesting stuff. I've seen some pictures of that on your Facebook page and they look really great, really absolutely brilliant. Would you recommend MC4C to a friend?
Definitely. A few people have said to me, how do you make sense? And I'm like, I said, if you want to start your own business, I said, go through MC4C. I said, if that's something you enjoy doing, ask them, because there's a lot of mentors, like Mike. He was able to help me with the sublimation. I knew bits about sublimation, but going into the depth of getting the right ink, the right printer, down to even the paper, there's a lot of mentors out there to help. Even if you're not wanting to start your own business, if it's to help for the confidence, it's helped massively. Brilliant.
I'm glad, and hopefully we'll get more young people who wants to, you know, be their own boss, or like you said, just even to gain confidence. So brilliant. I'm glad you can recommend them. You're a very talented woman. Some may say jack of all trade and master of all. I mean, you make wax melts, personalized clothing, soaps, resin crafts, just to name a few things. Now, what's in store for Creation Galore? What's next?
I'd love to open my own shop, because even down to like the hairdressing, because I do hairdressing as well. So I'd like to put hairdressing and Creations Galore together and open my own shop.
I really hope, you know, that comes, you know, I wish you the success for that. It would be great to be able to have your own place. People can come in there, get their hair done, and probably pick up something you've made or personalize something for them. Now, I hope that comes to flourishing. Sammy, I'm sure you've inspired a lot of young entrepreneurs, you know, who will look up to you as a great example. Of course, you've definitely inspired me. You know, you have a lot of talents and you've got a lot ambition, and hopefully you'll get to achieve and expand your business. Make sure you check out Sammy's website and follow her business page, Creations Galore, on all social media platforms if you would like to buy any of her products. And Sammy, it's been lovely talking with you today. I wish you all the best with your business. And again, thank you for joining us today. If you are a young person who wants to turn their passion into a business, then there's nothing stopping you from becoming your own boss. So get in touch with us at MC4C, and like Sammy, we can help you develop your business idea, launch your business, and continue to support you throughout your business journey.